Hello friends, here is the most bizarre thing you hear today. AI, the artificial intelligence, is emptying the water on the earth. You may be using artificial intelligence, maybe ChatGPT, maybe Gemini, and many other AI models. These AI models are drinking water. Yes, I am not the one who is saying this. This has been revealed by none other than the creator of the AI revolution, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, the same OpenAI which has created ChatGPT. Its CEO Sam Altman has said, AI models like ChatGPT are literally drinking up water. Every time you ask ChatGPT a question, it drinks and consumes one drop of water. If you send 10 to 15 prompts or questions to ChatGPT, it may use up nearly half a liter of water for that. And do you know how many prompts or these questions, curious questions, ChatGPT receive every single day? It's more than 1 billion prompts according to Sam Altman himself. And ChatGPT is just one of the many such AI models. There are hundreds of them. So imagine the scale of water that is being consumed by AI models every day. In fact, in the United States, in the state of Georgia, a water shortage crisis has already started because of artificial intelligence. So what is this weird behavior of artificial intelligence models? Why are they drinking up water? Why do these machines and technologies without any kind of life need water to survive in the first place? Will this lead to a global water shortage in the future? Let's explore all of these very interesting things in this today's video. Please stay with us till the very end. AI is drinking water. With its super advanced intelligence, AI is now trying to control the entire world. Of course, not directly yet, but it is getting into head of every human being around the world. Everybody is getting used to using AI models for everyday doubts and questions, and even tasks. But for that, it is using pure drinking water. But why? How? Friends, every time you send a prompt or question to AI like ChatGPT, it does extremely complex calculations. It has to understand what you sent and how to respond correctly. Even if you ask something as simple as, "How are you?" ChatGPT may need to do 1.2 trillion calculations just to respond. And all these needs to happen within few seconds. Can regular computers do such complex tasks? Definitely not. You may ask your question using basic phone or your basic computer, but the reply is generated by powerful servers where they are located. Answers are not generated on your phone. It is generated on AI model's server and then transmitted to your phone screen. So now you understand these servers are everything. These servers are heart of functioning of AI models. Advanced supercomputers which work for 24 hours, 365 days non-stop. High-end processors that are designed specifically for AIs, and not just one or two, thousands of them. For example, ChatGPT uses thousands of GPU chips from NVIDIA. Why? Because it receives more than 7 lakh prompts every minute. More than 7 lakh questions every minute. That is why AI companies will have to stockpile thousands of such AI chips and place them inside massive warehouses like you're seeing on screen, which are called data centers. For instance, Microsoft's Azure data center reportedly has 30,000 GPUs. Imagine 30,000 computers in one place. Now many people may ask, what is the point? Why am I telling all these things in this story? What does 30,000 computers in one place got to do with drinking of water by AI models? The answer is simple. Even our personal laptops or phones heat up after prolonged use, right? They start to feel like a hot brick. They may even hang. That is why in offices we install ACs for computers. Not for people, but for machines. And now imagine what happens when 30,000 to 50,000 or even a lakh computers or 100,000 computers are placed together in a place and make to do highly complex tasks at same time. The amount of heat they generate is unimaginable. Chips can even melt from that heat. That is why it becomes extremely important to keep the processors and chips cooler. The temperature inside data centers must be like a fridge. Earlier, air cooling systems just like ACs were used in data centers. But now that is no more enough. AI data centers have switched to liquid cooling or water cooling systems. Now, how does water cooling work? Pipes are connected to the server buildings which hold the chips. Coolant is circulated through these pipes. The pipes are circulated throughout the floor, walls, and ceilings of these buildings. And what is coolant? It's a type of special liquid that stays extremely cold. This coolant absorbs all the heat around the computers. Then it's sent to a special unit called heat exchange unit. There, water is used to cool down the coolant again. Then, the cooled coolant is sent back to the buildings and to the chips. But during this whole process, the heat absorbed by the coolant makes the water very hot. So then this hot water is sent to a cooling tower. Inside the cooling tower, fans and vapor systems try to bring down the temperature of the water. During this time, some amount of water is evaporated. It vanishes. The remaining water is reused in the process. This cycle keeps repeating. Eventually, the leftover water is sent to rivers or lakes. The big issue is, in this cooling process, nearly 80% of the water gets evaporated eventually. If you use 100 liters of water, only 20 liters can be saved for reuse. And remember, this water has to be pure drinking water. Why? Because impure water might contain bacteria or fungus or any kind of impurities that can damage the pipes or machines. So companies use clean drinking quality water for this purpose in this process for cooling. Not just cooling, even for power generation required by these data centers. To produce 1 kilowatt hour of electricity, 2 liters of water gets evaporated. And don't forget, making the chips also requires water. Just one chip may need 8 to 10 liters of water. So, for one AI model to function, lakhs of liters of water are required. For example, just to train ChatGPT version 3, about 7 lakh liters of pure water was used. That is equal to about 3 big swimming pools. That much water gone, evaporated. One report even says around 6% of all the water in the area near a data center is being used just for AI. And large data centers consume as much water as a small city. Hyperscale data centers need 21 to 68 lakh liters of water every single day. That is equal to the water needed by 4,000 people in one day. In 2024, Google used 2,200 crore liters of water for AI. In 2022, Microsoft used 6.4 billion liters of water, a 34% increase from the previous year. And the biggest reason for this increase? Simple. AI, artificial intelligence. And remember, AI is still growing. It is in nascent stage. As AI booms further, which is inevitable, which is already happening, water consumption will keep increasing. Water crisis and protests. Half of the world's data centers are located in places where water is already scarce. So people are now asking, how can you use this much of clean water just for AI? In Georgia, USA, a water crisis has already happened because of a data center. In a place called Mansfield, Meta, Facebook's parent company, set up a new data center. But ever since the data center started, there has been a water shortage in Mansfield. Groundwater level has fallen. When people turn on taps, there is no more water. Locals are angry with the Meta now. Not just in America, in Chile, Uruguay, Spain and other countries too, people are protesting against data centers. They are saying, because of your AI, our water sources are drying up. Your machines are drinking water like demons and turning it into vapor. What's next? If things continue like this by 2027, AI alone may need 400 to 600 billion liters of water annually. That is just 2 years from now. Just ChatGPT and other AI models may use as much clean drinking water as the entire population of the state of Kerala needs. That is why all around the world people are demanding that big tech companies reduce water usage. Google, Meta and Microsoft have made a promise. They say that by 2030 they will become water neutral. That means they will reuse and recycle the same amount of water they need. They will try to avoid vaporization of the water. But how exactly will they do that? It is still not clear. Some companies are exploring new ideas like using heat from data centers to warm homes. In cold places like Europe, people use heaters. So instead of separate heaters, they are thinking about using the heat from AI data centers. Other experts are thinking of relocating data centers. They are exploring places with cold environments like the Arctic, deep oceans, or even space. But all these are just ideas as of now. So far, no one has implemented them in practice. So, for the next few years at least, AI will continue to drink water like a monster. That is guaranteed. Friends, what do you think on this? Please let us know your opinion on the comment section below. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, and especially please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. Let's meet again. Namaste.